been exploring the inward and the outward and connecting. So let's dive a little deeper. There was a master who gathered around him a number of followers who listened avidly to his dissertations. But none of these dissertations was written down. But one day the master was walking abroad when he saw a demon with a book under his arm, and fearing that this was disinformation, the master asked the demon, "What is in this book that you carry?" And the demon said, "Why, these are your very own words." Now, the master immediately put two and two together, and when his gathering came next time, he asked, had anyone been writing down his discourses? And one of his students, with some pride, said, "Yes." And he took out from his satchel a book which he showed to the master. And taking the book in his hand, the master thumbed through the pages, and he said to the student, "Not one word in this book is a word that I have spoken." What was imparted, you heard and made into perceptions. And then in writing, you interpreted those perceptions. What has been imparted to you has been imparted from soul to soul. So the student, the follower, immediately learned a very great lesson. The second story is about a humble Zen master of rather small stature, and he was crossing a bridge when coming the other way was a rather huge samurai in full regalia, in full armor, and they met midway on the bridge. When they met, of course, the samurai went into posture and said, "Get out of my way, I am on my way to an important duel." But the old master stood his ground, calmly standing there, and the samurai went on with his posturing, taking out his sword and threatening the old man. But still, the old master stood, seemingly totally unperturbed. But then, suddenly, this burly samurai looked, and his eyes happened to meet those of the old monk, and he was taken short, because for the first time in his entire life he saw fearlessness. But as their gaze locked further, the samurai found tears flowing down his face. And without a word having been exchanged between them, the samurai cast off his armor and threw it over the side of the bridge, turned and followed the old monk. Of course, the story goes that this samurai became the successor to the old Zen master. What do these stories mean in our endeavor to reach an understanding in our exploration of the inward, the outward, and connecting? What is the meaning of these stories for you?
Inward state always creates the outer, especially the second story. The inner state of centeredness and coming from a point of love always overcomes the